Hey YouTube, hey Twitch. Hope you're doing well. Where's chatting? There we are. Fuck, imagination because I'm bored. I have nothing better to do. Is I'm neglecting my game. Because this chemistry pattern in my head just popped off. It was like a really cool story. So I just want to talk about dumb shit with Viper Ning for another video again. Hey Viper. So I'm thinking I want to talk more about ultimate evolution builds. I'm thinking about the ultimate evolution of the knight from like British nobleman shit. You want to vibe with that? Or you want to do a different ultimate evolution build? To an extent, you can figure it out if you just vibe with trying to figure out what the ultimate build should be on mechanics, which for a knight, the ultimate knight build should be they should be able to move decently fast, have very good durability, probably have a sword, maybe a shield is optional, but this is on a biological level, so they should really just have a really good reinforced left hand, an arm, and then they should have like a right hand that's just a giant sword. They should just have like the fucking sword sticking out their fingers and shit. Huh? Someone say Keegan? Yeah, and we could do other stuff. Like if we vibe with biology, we could do the poison blood knight who just leaks blood down their fucking arm blade to poison them, and they make a poison combo using the British nobleman perk of autochemistry. Well, I don't know how to design them up with real chemistry. It would be like I don't know. It's like I can't do it with a basic extent as a regular British nobleman if I just give myself a sword and then cut myself and cover the blade with blood and have a shield. But on evolutionary level, it gets really hard eventually because, like, at best, I would do I don't know. I have to say they just cut themselves like normal with their own blade, which means they have to be strong enough to cut their own skin, which would be annoying. I think I'd rather somehow through abuse, through like beating them, maybe blood leaks out through the scales of their armor. I don't know. Maybe, yeah. Or you could do really tough, thick layers of skin. Just like be really fat. We could do onion knight instead of just metal knight. We could do like a big fat Shrek shape and give him just an arm blade. Oh, and then he could like use his earwax to poison things instead with those ears. Yeah, it could work. You don't even have to cut yourself with earwax. You just have to like at best put it on the tip of the blade because you don't get much earwax unless you're like a weird Shrek, which Shrek has a lot of earwax to pow based on movie memes. Hmm. Yeah, babe.
Alright, guys, we should be back now. Are we on? We are on. Hopefully, this doesn't separate the streams. That would be annoying. Yeah, it's just a basic move Shrek would do. I'm not sure he'd commit to it. I suppose his Earth thing. Yeah, for sure. Like, and what else would be good for a night? I don't even know. It sounds like good enough for a regular night. What else do I want to make a stereotype? Let's do a funny meme this time. That's how this really started. We're gonna do a funny meme of the crybaby poisoner. All right, vibe with me on this. The most evolved crybaby that poisons you with his tears would do something like paint their cheeks with different inks and shit, so that when the moisture of the tears washes down their face, they're like ink on their face poisons you by like making the moisture hit the air with like heated tears from their epic crybaby tears. No, that was a new build. That was the ultimate crybaby poisoner build, who just like inks his face up and lets tears wash down his cheeks to poison people. Yeah, I just thought it was a funny thought because now we're doing funny evolution builds, which are just sadness and are not cool except for if they pop off. They are like very embarrassing to admit. If they evolve this way, we get to roast them, like the crybaby poisoner. If we make them evolve on such a level, they're the ultimate crybabies. You give me a stereotype that's funny. I will make an epic build out of it based on amplifying them to super OP, based on it's a meme about them. Like make something up. You can even be like a stereotype from a manga or something. Aren't you cute? But I get admit on that basic level we can do a few things with it's kind of lame, but we can start with the basic meme. First of all, with glasses, you amplify the light reflecting or like projecting out of their eyes, like a projector for a movie. That invents a basic chemistry grid of staring at things to make them meld into things, like a really lame heat pattern from their eyes, like a really lame laser. And then with the rest of it, we just do an emotion pattern based on them being smart, but a lame emotional nerd or something like myself, who just like, I don't know, reads comic books all day. And then does a chemistry combo based on emotions he feels from the erracy of like, I don't know, a Spider Man comic and just dealing with crimes being real for Spider-Man, but Spider-Man wins, so like hero wins at the end. It's just like a big, it's a nice day. A crime happened. I'm sad about it. Spider-Man wins. I'm like angry and excited during a fist fight, and then I'm happy Spider-Man won. That's enough of a chemistry combo based on being a smart nerd that just reads comic books and has glasses on. And also, they're reacting kind of by reading the comic book pages with their eyesight, with the glasses on. Well, I'll admit, if we vibe with intelligence, we admit he's supposed to eventually evolve into a chemist as well or something, just be really good with technology at least. But I'm just vibing with him being like a pure build that doesn't evolve by like going to invent technology or something. Yeah, pretty much. That like tracks to an extent. It's like I will admit there's one thing worth noting is that doing the analytical emotion, as I call it, apparently counts as as a unique chemical to myself. At least being analytical or intelligent is. It creates a unique chemical that my brain is saying it wants to call it a zeta wave or something, a zeta chemical, chemical Z. That's what my fucking simulations of the chemistry in my head say. Yeah, pretty much, babe. All right. This one was kind of lame. I want you to give me a stereotype which isn't just a bunch of personality traits. I want at least like a role in society. You can add a funny adjective like crybaby accountant if you want. Just like give me like a stereotypical role in society or something. That's like, or something that's like a funny role at least, like clown even. Okay, lazy chef. All right. The chef build is actually already pretty base just by being a chef with them just like basically just a few basic seasonings. Each fucking singular fucking powder sprinkle of that fucking shredded pepper is a little bit of an element in itself. So even just being fat and doing three basic chemicals, you get like a basic chemistry kit, and then you cook it with meat, which sears it into the meat, and then you could just be fat and just poison the food. And there's your lazy chef build. Yes, but I will make it sadder and more epic at the same time. We add one more perk of epic boredom. We make it to where his body is heated up so well he can cook stuff on his own flesh. Yes. And that's as far as I want to go with that build. Give me like a cooler one. Give me well not cool, just give me another stereotype you want me to explore as like an epic build. Arrogant fighter. They get a lot of A memory codes because they're arrogant, so they get a lot of arrogance. Otherwise, they're just a fist fighter. It's like I hate to say that one's not really cool, even as a chemist build. If we do chemistry, it's just them beating people up. I want like a stereotype that's funny. We want the vibe with the role evolving. So fighter's too simple. We all know traditional warfare. Viper Ning. We're both martial artists. It's just adding a bunch of arrogance and A's which enough A's in the room for your memory code, you generate a bomb randomly or something. That's about it. Because it's a bunch of ones. The arrogance compound in your brain is just a bunch of ones, which is hydrogen or something. That is surprisingly an intriguing concept. If I add, it's rigged. The absolute luck concept with any fight really invents he rigged the playing field with just anything. My favorite concept is abusing the human body's nerve endings and lacing them with enough bullshit to where they automatically walk away from you because you're a dick. And you just like make twitch patterns happen with their nerve endings where they run off. because you're a dick, and that's just absolute luck. You rig the battlefield with all your chemistry pregame, then you just watch a shit pops off because you're based. Oh, you're just obsessed with the build for a story, babe. You should read Hardcore Leveling Warriors if you want to read a character with absolute luck. Hardcore Leveling Warriors is an amazing story about an isekai starring a man who, in the video game world he's in, has one ultimate trait. It's absolute luck, where his gambler class just always auto wins. And he always gets automatic bullshit with like loot drops and shit in the game. And he's just really based. It's a really great story. You should read it. That is so Hardcore Leveling Warrior. You really need to read that book. Yeah, I'm just gonna tell you, he just gets absurd. To where the gambler classes need is just a bunch of typical stereotypes like just getting 777, getting a bunch of critical hits and stat buffs. His real gift with absolute luck comes in the next game where he manages to fuck up but still be epic. He gets this jobless perk, which basically means he like levels up from job to job to an extent, which is like class, like from fucking engineer, which makes robots and shit, to warrior, to cleric, stuff like that. And his class is just like as the absolute jobless dude, he gets like his perfect class for whatever he needs in this situation in the middle of a fight. Like my favorite example is he was a powerful white mage at one point after saving his girlfriend, and then he immediately got leveled up in the middle of the fight when like five epic people showed up, and then he got an engineer class and built an epic mech suit because it's just that based. It was like fucking a kaiju sized mech suit. That is absolutely him. Now, Viper Ning, no offense, but I don't want to keep spoiling the story for you until you at least go read it a bit. So, before I don't know, you go do that, and I take a break. I want to do one more build. Just give me one more stereotype to make a build out of, or something, or like character type, archetype. It can be like any character archetype you can think of. Just like give me one more character to make a build for. I don't want to spoil Hardcore Leveling Warrior for you anymore. Go read it. Ooh, that one's funny. All right, all right, all right. Vibing with the fact is a crazy cat lady. First of all, she lets them like piss and shit everywhere, so they have like mold chemistry combos, and also she moistens things with cat piss, which could be a unique element besides just like oxygen or something, or just like anything. They feed them a different piss pattern from their own, to where it just becomes a bunch of bullshit with different fecal patterns and piss patterns from the cats. If you like isolate their feeding patterns to have to piss and poop out different elements, and then you're just a cat lady. And then I get bored too many. If we go crazy cat lady too hard, we could also do the obvious one of lacing stuff into their fur and then setting them into someone's house. They'd just be a cat rubbing stuff, trying to run around, being scared, trying to leave, maybe sweating a bit, leaking whatever we lace into their fur, like pills or dumb shit. We just like smear stuff on their fur to give them a weird fur pattern so that we fucking watch chemistry happen from the sun melting their fur because we're dicks. And we could also just get a tiger if we want to be a really crazy cat lady and just have the ultimate attack cat, which is just a fucking tiger or a lion. And that sounds like a really good build right there. Yeah, I just wanted to make that crazy cat lady build really epic and terroristy. I doubt it's that realistic. And I'm gonna take a break, babe. My phone's at 7%. I'm gonna go home, charge it. This will probably be the last time we talk for the day because it's like about 8 p.m. So love you. Be safe. All right, guys. That was another episode of Jacob Hemlock traumatizes society slightly with autistic evolutionary builds of chemistry and nonsense. Peace and love, YouTube, Twitch. Don't be the crazy cat lady build. We'll hate you.